All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Houston Oilers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway on a Monday night. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Toss. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
No, Jack, Patriot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! No, check, Patriot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And on the ground they go with a running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Boswell's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. dances by him. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
This time, Jackson will throw it. On the move to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit, Detroit.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
Leopard, Leopard. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! 3 down. Check three. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Group right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Detroit! Detroit! Slam! All right, now, look at 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
And they'll run him here. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews, and he'll go down at the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On third down, Jackson, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! No, check, Patriot, Patriot!
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Gone! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, little 360. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Hey, check. 3 down. Gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Barney. Over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Mike 2.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they'll go on the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll set up to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens cut into that lead. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. Whoosh. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing, Week 1, and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the home team here, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.